Did you know there's a place where the sun can shine for months without setting, while at other times of the year, darkness dominates the sky for weeks on end? What would it be like to live in such an extreme environment, where temperatures can drop below -50 degrees Celsius and the landscape is ruled by an immense desert of ice? A place where, according to old tales, unsuspecting travelers were once offered wives to sleep with. Would you accept? Welcome to Greenland, one of the most isolated and intriguing territories on the planet. This is what you'll experience from now on with World No Filter. Do you want to be part of a journey filled with discoveries, fun, and content that will surprise you? Subscribe to our channel by clicking here and don't miss a single video. Although many believe it's just a cold and inhospitable land, Greenland hides astonishing secrets. From ancient myths to unique cultural practices, this region is much more than just a frozen expanse in the far north of the planet. Moreover, its colossal glaciers hold valuable information about Earth's climate history and play a crucial role in the planet's environmental balance. In this video, we'll explore Greenland like never before. We'll dive into its history, discover how its inhabitants defy extreme weather conditions, and understand why this gigantic island is so strategic for global powers. So get ready for a fascinating journey through one of the most beautiful, mysterious, and essential regions of our world. There are places in the world that defy logic, where life adapts in astonishing ways and landscapes seem untouched by time. One of these places is Greenland, a land of contrasts, where ice dominates the horizon, yet culture is vibrant and rich with history. Today, we'll explore this fascinating region like never before. Imagine a place where cities are isolated, with no roads connecting them, where transportation happens by air, sea, or dog sleds. A vast territory, mostly covered by a massive ice sheet that holds ancient climate secrets. Despite its inhospitable appearance, Greenland carries a legacy of resilience and a history marked by the struggle to survive in one of the planet's most extreme environments. The name Greenland means green land, a striking contrast considering that approximately 80% of this vast island is covered by permanent ice. But why was such a cold region given a name that suggests fertility and vegetation? The story dates back to the 10th century when Eric the Red, a Viking explorer exiled from Iceland, arrived in Greenland and saw it as an opportunity for a fresh start. To attract more settlers and convince them to establish a new life there, Eric decided to give the land an appealing name. The most widely accepted theory is that he used a form of medieval marketing. By calling the region Greenland, he would spark curiosity and interest among other Vikings looking for new land for farming and livestock. However, there's another possibility to consider. Historical records and climate studies suggest that when the Vikings arrived, Greenland's southwestern region was actually greener than it is today. During the so-called medieval warm period, temperatures were slightly milder, allowing vegetation to spread in some coastal areas. This may have led Eric and his followers to see the land as suitable for settlement, where they established small communities and attempted to survive through farming and livestock raising. However, this period of favorable climate didn't last forever. With the arrival of the Little Ice Age, between the 14th and 19th centuries, temperatures dropped significantly. Fields that were once suitable for cultivation became covered in snow and ice for extended periods, making survival increasingly difficult for the Viking settlers. Over time, many abandoned the island or disappeared due to the harsh climate and scarcity of resources. Today, Greenland remains predominantly icy, but climate change has altered its ecosystem. Some coastal areas have seen an increase in vegetation during the summer, and certain southern regions have once again been used for livestock farming, something that hasn't happened since Viking times. The name Greenland may seem contradictory, but it holds a rich and intriguing history. Whether it was a clever persuasion tactic by an exiled Viking or a reminder of warmer times, it makes us reflect on how climate and human perception shape the way we describe the world around us. Greenland is home to a small but resilient population, made up mostly of the Inuit, an indigenous people whose history on the island dates back thousands of years. Unlike the Viking settlers, who eventually abandoned the territory due to the extreme cold, the Inuit developed unique techniques to survive in such a harsh environment. At the core of Inuit culture is the ability to adapt to extreme weather. Their traditional diet consists mainly of seal, whale, fish, and reindeer, foods rich in fats and proteins that provide essential energy to endure freezing temperatures. Hunting and fishing are fundamental skills passed down through generations, ensuring survival in a land where agriculture is nearly impossible. Their clothing also reflects the need for protection against the cold. The Inuit wear garments made from animal skins, such as caribou and seal, which offer superior insulation compared to modern synthetic materials. Coats known as anoraks and boots called kamiks are examples of the ingenious ways this people have adapted to the icy conditions. Community life is essential for survival in Greenland. A strong sense of solidarity prevails, with many families sharing homes to retain warmth and maximize resources. Traditional shelters, such as igloos, are still used during hunting expeditions, though most of the population now lives in small villages with wooden houses adapted to the climate. Another fascinating aspect of Inuit culture is their rich oral tradition. Stories and legends passed down through generations help preserve their identity and offer unique explanations for natural phenomena. Sedna, the sea goddess, is a central figure in Inuit mythology, believed to be the creator of marine animals and the guardian of the ocean's balance. Life in Greenland may seem challenging to many, but for the Inuit, it is a testament to the human ability to adapt. Their culture and way of life are not just examples of resilience but also of harmony with nature, proving that even in the coldest and most remote places on Earth, life always finds a way to thrive. Inuit culture is rich in myths and legends that explain natural phenomena and their deep connection with the environment. One of the most well-known stories is the legend of Sedna, the sea goddess. According to tradition, Sedna was a young woman who, after being betrayed by her own father, fell into the ocean and lost her fingers, which then transformed into the marine animals that inhabit the cold waters today. Since then, she has ruled the sea and determines the success or failure of Inuit hunters. Another popular myth is that of Kalapalik, a feared creature that lives beneath the ice and lures disobedient children into the deep waters. It is believed that her call serves as a warning to prevent children from wandering alone into dangerous areas. Stories like this were essential for teaching young ones and ensuring their safety in such a harsh environment. Then there are the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis, which for the Inuit are more than just a natural spectacle. They are the spirits of their ancestors dancing in the sky. Some legends say that if you whistle while watching them, they might respond or even descend to take you with them. These legends, passed down from generation to generation, reinforce the Inuits' connection to nature and help preserve their traditions. Myths are not just tales told around the fire, they are vital teachings for survival and cultural identity, sustaining a people who have defied Greenland's harsh conditions for centuries. Among the Inuit, a people accustomed to surviving in extreme conditions, hospitality takes on surprising forms. One such tradition, found in some Alaskan communities, involved offering their wives as a gesture of welcome and trust toward travelers. In the past, this practice was more common, with wife exchanges symbolizing social bonds and alliances between families. Although it has become rare today, there are still accounts of it occurring among certain groups. For the Inuit, rejecting such an offer could be seen as an affront to their culture, potentially leading to unexpected conflicts. To an unprepared visitor, this tradition might seem unimaginable, but among the Inuit, social customs follow their own logic, shaped by centuries of survival in the ice. And you, what would you do in this situation? Leave your answer in the comments. Imagine living in a place where the sun simply disappears for months, plunging everything into constant darkness. This phenomenon, known as polar night, occurs in Greenland during winter and can last up to 4 months in some northern regions. But how does this affect the people who live there? The prolonged absence of sunlight can lead to a condition known as seasonal affective disorder, characterized by extreme fatigue, insomnia, mood swings, and even depression. This happens because sunlight regulates our biological clock and influences the production of hormones like melatonin and serotonin, which control sleep and well-being. To counter these effects, Greenlanders have adopted various strategies. One common approach is the use of light therapy lamps, which mimic sunlight and help regulate the body. Additionally, local communities organize festivals, social gatherings, and even sports competitions to lift spirits and strengthen their sense of community. Interestingly, some people love the darkness. Many Greenlanders say that the polar night offers a unique sense of calm and introspection. Moreover, it is during this time that the northern lights reach their peak brilliance, painting the sky with vibrant colors and creating a breathtaking natural spectacle. Despite the challenges, the people of Greenland have learned to embrace the darkness and find beauty even in the coldest and darkest moments of the year. Greenland, with its vast frozen expanse and extreme isolation, is a fertile ground for conspiracy theories. And one of the most intriguing involves the possible presence of UFOs and secret bases hidden beneath the ice. Some UFO enthusiasts claim there is evidence of unidentified flying objects in the region, particularly near Thule Air Base, a U.S. military installation in the northwest of the island. Built during the Cold War, this base is shrouded in mystery, with reports of secret operations and highly classified military testing. One of the most famous theories suggests that the base houses extraterrestrial technology captured by the U.S. government, similar to the stories surrounding the infamous Area 51. Some believe that Greenland's ice could be concealing crashed alien spacecraft or even underground bases where secret experiments take place. Another popular speculation emerged in 2018 when satellite images revealed unusual structures beneath Greenland's ice sheet. Some theorists argue that these could be remnants of a lost civilization or even non-human constructions. However, scientists explain that these formations are likely the result of natural phenomena, such as ice melting and geological erosion. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, these theories continue to captivate mystery seekers and curious minds. After all, in a land as vast and unexplored as Greenland, who can truly say that all its secrets have been uncovered? Greenland, with its vast glaciers and frozen landscapes, is one of the most climate-sensitive regions on Earth. Rising global temperatures have led to accelerated ice melt, affecting not only the island itself but also the planet's overall climate balance. In recent years, scientists have recorded a worrying increase in Greenland's ice sheet melt rate. Studies indicate that if all the island's ice were to melt, global sea levels could rise by up to 7 meters, drastically impacting coastal cities worldwide. This could lead to widespread flooding, disrupt ecosystems, and displace millions of people. Beyond rising sea levels, another concerning effect of glacier melt is the release of greenhouse gases trapped in permafrost. This frozen layer of soil, which has remained intact for thousands of years, contains significant amounts of carbon dioxide and methane. As it thaws, these gases are released into the atmosphere, further accelerating global warming. Climate change has also transformed the lifestyle of Greenland's Inuit population. With shrinking sea ice, hunting animals such as seals and polar bears has become increasingly difficult. Many communities rely on these resources for food and survival, raising concerns about food security and the preservation of their traditional way of life. Greenland's economy has also felt the effects of these environmental shifts. While some areas have become more accessible for mining and resource extraction, significant challenges have emerged, such as the risk of ecological disasters and the need to balance economic development with environmental conservation. As the ice sheet recedes, international interest in exploiting the region's mineral resources has grown, sparking debates on sustainability and geopolitics. A surprising effect of climate change in Greenland is the emergence of new ecosystems. As previously frozen areas begin to thaw during the summer, new plant and animal species are colonizing the land. Some coastal regions are experiencing increased vegetation, allowing for limited agricultural activities, something that has not been possible for centuries. Ultimately, Greenland's climate crisis serves as a global warning. The rapid transformation of this region highlights the real effects of global warming and the urgent need to take action to reduce carbon emissions and protect fragile ecosystems. Ongoing scientific research in Greenland provides crucial data to better understand environmental changes and develop solutions to mitigate their impact. Greenland stands at the center of the debate on the planet's future. How we respond to these changes today will determine not only the fate of this massive icy island, but also the overall climate stability of the world. Greenland may seem like a remote and isolated territory, but its strategic position and vast natural resources have made it a point of interest for various global powers. Officially, the island is part of the Kingdom of Denmark, but it has a high degree of autonomy, governing itself internally in many matters. However, its location between North America, Europe, and the Arctic places it at the center of political and economic disputes. One of the main factors driving international interest in Greenland is the wealth of its natural resources. As the ice melts, deposits of minerals such as rare earth elements, uranium, oil, and natural gas are becoming more accessible. These resources are highly coveted by powers like the United States, China, and Russia, which see Greenland as an economic and strategic opportunity. The United States, for example, has historically shown interest in the region. During World War II, it established military bases in Greenland to monitor activity in the North Atlantic. Today, Thule Air Base remains a crucial outpost for the U.S. defense and surveillance system in the Arctic. In 2019, the U.S. government even expressed interest in purchasing Greenland, a proposal quickly rejected by Denmark and local authorities. China is also seeking to expand its influence in the region, particularly due to its interest in rare earth elements, minerals essential for the production of advanced technology such as batteries, wind turbines, and semiconductors. Chinese companies have attempted to invest in mining projects in Greenland, but have faced resistance from Denmark and the United States, which view China's presence as a geopolitical threat. Meanwhile, Russia has increased its military and economic presence in the Arctic, positioning itself as one of the region's main powers. Although Greenland is not directly under Russian influence, the Kremlin's actions in the Arctic impact the island's security and policies. Beyond economic and military disputes, Greenland plays a crucial role in global environmental issues. As glaciers melt, new maritime routes in the Arctic are opening up, reducing travel time between continents and increasing commercial interest in the region. This could bring economic benefits to Greenland, but it also presents challenges, such as the need for infrastructure and sustainable resource management. The future of Greenland remains uncertain. While its local government seeks to balance economic development with environmental preservation and the conservation of Inuit cultural identity, global powers continue to vie for influence over the territory. What happens in the coming years will not only define Greenland's destiny but also shape the geopolitical balance in the Arctic and the world. Life in Greenland is a fascinating blend of tradition and modernity. Despite its vast territory, the island has a small population, with just over 56,000 inhabitants concentrated in coastal cities like Nuuk, the capital. Unlike other parts of the world, there are no roads connecting settlements, so air and sea transport are the primary means of mobility. Daily life in Greenland is heavily influenced by the climate. During winter, temperatures can drop to -40 degrees Celsius, -40 degrees Fahrenheit, and many communities rely on dog sleds for transportation. In summer, when temperatures become milder, fishing and hunting intensify, ensuring families have enough food. Inuit culture remains deeply rooted in Greenland. Many people still practice seal and reindeer hunting, following traditions passed down through generations. The local cuisine reflects this heritage, with dishes such as mattak, raw whale skin, and kiviak, fermented birds. Modernization has brought new opportunities for Greenland's inhabitants. Tourism has grown, attracting visitors eager to see the northern lights, explore glaciers, and learn about Inuit culture. However, life on the island still presents challenges, such as the high cost of living and dependence on imports for many basic goods. Despite these hardships, Greenlanders demonstrate a strong sense of community and resilience, keeping their culture alive as they navigate the changes brought by time and global transformations. Traveling to Greenland is a unique experience, but it requires planning and a willingness to face logistical and climatic challenges. The island has no roads connecting its cities, meaning that transportation is mainly by boat, plane, or dog sled. Kangerlussuaq Airport is the main gateway for international visitors, with flights from Denmark and Iceland. However, traveling within the island can be expensive and unpredictable, as weather conditions often affect flights and maritime routes. Extreme weather is a key factor for any trip to Greenland. During winter, temperatures can drop below -40 degrees Celsius, -40 degrees Fahrenheit, while in summer, despite milder temperatures, the cold can still surprise unprepared visitors. The midnight sun phenomenon, which keeps the sky illuminated 24 hours a day in summer, can cause disorientation for travelers, as can the long winter darkness. Costs also pose a challenge, as Greenland relies on imports for most products. Accommodation, food, and excursions can be more expensive than in other destinations, making it essential to have a well-planned budget. However, for those who embrace the challenges, Greenland offers spectacular landscapes, authentic adventures, and a unique cultural immersion, making the journey an unforgettable experience. Greenland is a land of stunning contrasts. Despite its isolation and extreme climate conditions, this vast island is home to a rich culture, breathtaking landscapes, and a fascinating history. Its geopolitical position places it at the center of attention for major world powers, while its fragile ecosystem highlights the importance of discussing climate change and its global impacts. Exploring Greenland means immersing yourself in a world where tradition and modernity coexist. The Inuit people preserve ancestral customs such as hunting and fishing, while the capital, Nuuk, continues to modernize and embrace external influences. Meanwhile, nature continues to shape life on the island, presenting both challenges and offering landscapes of unparalleled beauty. Global warming has accelerated significant changes in Greenland. The melting ice is not just an environmental issue but also an economic and political one. New opportunities arise with the exploration of natural resources and the opening of previously inaccessible maritime routes, but the risks are enormous. Rising sea levels, the release of gases from the permafrost, and threats to local wildlife and vegetation are real concerns that demand immediate attention. For visitors, Greenland offers an unforgettable experience. It is a destination for adventurers willing to face logistical and climatic challenges to witness spectacular scenery. Whether watching the northern lights, sailing among towering icebergs, or experiencing the hospitality of the Inuit people, every moment in Greenland is unique. The future of Greenland remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: its global importance will continue to grow. What happens on this icy island can directly impact the rest of the world, whether in terms of the economy, climate, or geopolitics. Understanding Greenland means gaining a deeper understanding of the planet we live on and the challenges we will face in the coming decades. Amid all these questions, one reflection remains. How can we balance economic development with environmental preservation in an increasingly interconnected world? The answer may lie in how we perceive places like Greenland, not just as a distant and exotic landscape, but as a symbol of our collective responsibility for the future of our planet. We hope this journey through the mysteries of fascinating Greenland has been as exciting for you as it was for us. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like and leave your comment. It's the best way to support us and help us continue bringing you great content every week. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and activate the notification bell so you don't miss our weekly videos full of discoveries. Don't miss out. Explore with us the wonders that many other places have to offer.